So at the end of the last session, you guys were looking out the window the next morning, watching them load and unload beer kegs. And then they took off to head back east. And that's where we start out tonight's session with you guys getting up and getting around. What would you guys like to do this morning?
I'm going to bypass breakfast and attune to this new gear. Looks so pretty.
Cielo is kind of keeping an eye out through the... he doesn't want to leave his room for fear of causing a commotion until the group starts to be on the move.
Looking pretty good, Jen.
Yeah, thanks, guy.
Violet and Orryn, what are you two up to this morning?
I'm going to go down and get some breakfast.
Okay.
Orryn, what do you like?
I think I'll join you, Violet.
You're more than welcome, Crim.
I will... Yeah, I'll join you. I will leave Russell with Jin, if he will allow the company, just in case something happens.
Oh, always. Hey, little guy.
Caw!
Russell, your plumage is extra sleek today. I don't know what your feather primping regime is, but yeah, it's very nice.
The bird just looks at you, cocks his head and says, I don't put out.
All right, well, that's good to know.
The bird looks around. Cielo, are you in the room with him?
I am.
The bird will find a perch and remember, try to wink until it realizes it can't.
Are you okay there? Russell, is something in your eye?
Don't worry, all fine.
Let's open the window just in case Russell wants some more fresh air. I know us guys in here all night and just the two of us kind of weird smells. Crack that window open a bit for him.
Gotcha, Jim. Cielo cracks the window.
So have we ever kind of come across a bird that could talk before? Probably talks better than me at this point.
Okay. Orryn gets the extra roll for making me laugh. Okay. You guys go downstairs, and there is a couple halflings, and there's like 4 of them in one of the back tables playing a dice card game, gambling, and you sit down, waitress walks up to you and says, what can I get you guys this morning?
What do you got for breakfast?
We have eggs, sausage, bacon, bread.
I'll take some eggs and sausage, please.
Okay. Anybody else like anything?
I'm going to stick with these good berries. I'm starting to like these things.
I'll have some eggs and toast.
I'll just go with the toast.
Are those dragon eggs by chance?
No, they are rooster eggs.
God, dragon egg, man. That's a big scrambled egg.
I was going to have to take some back to Jen. That makes a big omelet.
As you guys are sitting there getting ready to get your food, Orryn, you feel a sensation in your upper right pocket. You see a flash of blue lights, and then you see a flash of white light.
Huh.
And you feel like the stone is pulling, like it's trying to pull in the pocket to go towards the back of the building.
I need to go out back. Russell, stay here in case something goes wrong. You will tell them I'm wrong. I'm okay or not. Russell, don't fuck me. Would anyone like to help escort the lady?
Oh yeah, since I'm not eating breakfast, I'll come with you.
I can join also.
Excellent. I will head on back with these 2 men, right, following behind me.
Okay. Go up to handouts real quick. Go up to the map of the town. So the inn is by the river in the town. And stepping out back, you're by the riverside. Over across the river, there is a farm. And at that farm is the way that the sensation of the pulling is towards.
All right. My boob is telling me to go towards the farm.
Oh.
It's a pretty solid way to make decisions.
I should always follow your heart.
Yeah, I know, right?
Wait, poor choice of words.
My
this
breasts
thing-
always know what's best.
Yes, my chest knows what's breast. I understand. but back in reality land, this lovely stone I got from, no need to talk about it, is pulling me in that direction.
And as you
So
pull the stone out, you know that the stone is a bluish color, but it's giving out a white light.
interesting.
Hey, do you think it lives there and it's just trying to get home? Because we could just throw it over there if that's where it wants to be.
No, I am keeping this.
Oh, all right. Important rock. Got it.
I'm not actually fondling myself when we're in combat. I can use this to help cast spells.
Okay, I mean,
Oh.
oh, the fuck not.
It's the reason I occasionally turn into a giant snowball.
I'm going to look left and right and see if there's any kind of bridge or path to cross the waterway.
There is the road that goes to north of that you guys came in through the north of the town. You have to cross the river there and then go up a block and turn left.
There's a bridge right over there. Let's head on over and see what's going on. After you, Orryn.
Okay, I was sort of hoping something would just happen. I should just point me towards a far off farm. Should we try to? Is I guess the locator? Is my boob moving? Is the feeling of my boobs moving?
Just pulling in that direction.
Okay. I think let's eat breakfast first and then deal with that afterwards. Doesn't feel like it's moving, at least quickly.
All right, we can wait.
Thank you too. How many times have we been attacked already in our little adventure here?
What, is somebody supposed to keep count?
I haven't been keeping count. I mean, that's too hard.
I agree. Let's go back to dinner. Let's go back to and I just feel a wave of happiness coming from Russell. And that little shit's eating my toast. All right, maybe afterwards we can have crow.
Well, I think the phrase eating crow is just a saying.
Well played. And Orryn will head back inside.
As you head back inside, you feel the pull get less and less.
Okay, so it's either walls getting in the way, or it's fairly close, or it's just on the outside of it. So it could be a lot of things, actually. I will relay my boob powers to Violet and Russell, I guess.
Wow, that's weird. I couldn't stop Russell from eating your toast. I didn't have the heart, but I saved you a piece of mine and some egg if you would like it.
I will have the piece of egg, and as I eat it, I'll just make direct eye contact with Russell.
He awkwardly stares back, puffs out his chest, and turns his head left to right at a cockeyed angles.
Oh god, he shit in this, didn't he? Violet, you bitch. Yeah, I've eaten more from him, so why not?
So you guys finish your toast. Where do you guys want to go from here?
Oh, I say we venture northward up to the bridge, and then we'll investigate that boob pulling rock thing.
All right, let's follow my not boob.
Okay.
All right.
So you guys go and head out north. All of a sudden, as you're heading north, you're starting to pass by the house right there where it starts to curve back towards the river, and you're starting to feel the pull on your shirt again. And this time it is instead of going back towards the farm that it was at, ahead of you and to your right, as you're seeing a carriage going around the bend heading farther north.
Are your boob senses tingling again?
Yes, my titty tingles are telling me it's in the directions of that little wagon as I send Russell into the air to see if it's just the one wagon or if it has friends.
Oh, you think we can catch up with it to see what it is? Or, I mean, do these magic rocks of yours, talk to each other? Does it miss its friends and family or something? I don't know how magic rocks work.
Truth be told, this is the first time I felt to do this.
Does it help me talk to girls? Can it help me with that?
No, but if it, in a way, if you want to get away from them, it has a very, what's the word I'm looking for? It has a hard answer to, I don't want to talk anymore. And if they want to continue talking, they look like the fools.
So you rush to catch up to it, and you do see that it is just one wagon. It's going to the farthest farmland by the river at the end of the road.
All right.
Well, you lead the way, Orryn. Well, we got your back. Wherever you go, we'll go.
I'll send Russell ahead to see what is driving it. If it's a human, halfling, gnome.
It is the alchemist halfling.
Well, guys, friend, did we want to find the alchemist?
Wait, think he'll open his shop for us?
I think we can ask and find out.
Oh, yeah, totally then. I thought we were going to chase after this rock thing, though.
I think they're one and the same. Well, probably not.
The alchemist turned into a rock?
Oh, wow. Well, we got turned into some things. Maybe he is a rock.
Oh, maybe.
Poor guy, we should go rescue him.
I knew the halfling weed was good, but I didn't know you could actually get stoned.
I deserved every single one of those. But yes, he is the stone, and we should rescue him from his stone.
I guess you could say we're romancing the stone.
I am not putting that inside me.
But through Russell, you see that he gets out of the wagon, goes up to the house, and talks to someone at the doorway, pulls his wagon back around to the barn, and is loading fresh barrels onto his wagon, it looks like.
All right. Is there anyone object to just walking up to this gangster?
Let's go say hi.
He didn't seem to like Cielo or myself, so maybe we should hang out by the cart while you guys go talk to him.
I'll stand back here with Jen as well.
Keep us within earshot, okay?
Okay then. I guess it's just Violet, you and I. Let's hope everything goes fine. And I take it the pole is going to the barn now.
Yep.
Are you sure it's just, offside the road? Oh no, he dropped it? Oh well, what a shame. Okay. I'm gonna leave Russell with Jin. No, I'm gonna leave Russell with Cielo.
Hello, Russell.
Hello, bird friend.
Oh yeah, we're both birds, huh? Cielo kind of ruffles his feathers. I forgot I could do that.
Sorry, holding back a really bad joke. I will walk up to the barn, and if the door is open, I will pop my head in and say, hello!
You see the halfling standing there talking to a human. The human says, "Hello, I'll be with you in a second." And the halfling gives the human an envelope and says, "Okay, see you for next pickup." And then he goes to step into his carriage, glances over at you a couple times just to look and try to act like he's not paying attention, but he sees you. The human walks over and says, "How can I help you?"
I guess we have a couple things for business. Are you the one who sells this fine wine? Is it the wine or ale? I forgot.
It's an ale, but it tastes and it has more of a wineish essence to it, but it is an ale.
Ah, wonderful. Well, I know a few people back in Crystalport that would love to get maybe a line on this ale. Call it a club. Why not?
He says, I'm sorry. There's a slight misunderstanding here. I am a barrel maker. I make the barrels that the ale is casted." And he goes to turn around and point towards the halfling leaving. And he said that that gentleman right there is the one that you would like to talk to. He's the one that is actually the owner of the winery.
My apologies. As I try to step in front of the carriage so he doesn't just slip between, get in the middle of the door so he can't just F off.
He kind of stands up in the carriage and he's like, "Can you step aside, please, so I can get through?"
And here I thought we were friends. I think we had a bit of a misunderstanding last time we met.
I don't quite recollect that, but I do have work to do.
And I'm hoping to get money in your pocket. How are you on trade?
I'm good. He says, "Mr. Oakes, let's us leave you to your work. You can go about. We're gonna have a little discussion here. And the farmer's like, okay. So he kind of pulls his wagon out so he can close the barn doors and have a conversation with you. He hops down as Mr. Oak closes the barn doors, and he says, "And what can I do for you?"
Well, a couple of things. One, would you happen to know where a dragon egg is?
Dragons. I've only known of them in tales.
All right. Okay. Second, I would like to offer an apology. We were a bit rude the last time we met, and I didn't want to give off the wrong impression. The Kobold Soul has no interest in getting between your dealings with the Xantillos, though perhaps that's a different branch of your organization.
He says, "I have no understanding of what you're talking about."
This is the alchemist, right? I'm not just having a stroke.
Yeah, this is the alchemist.
Russell, what are they talking about? Should we go over there and help Orryn?
I'm getting kind of worried.
The alchemist is being weird. I gotta get a different voice for him. No. Anyways,
Give me an insight check, Orryn.
working on it. That's one of the skills I haven't memorized. Well, part of me wants to keep that roll, despite the fact I forgot the plus sign.
Yeah, I'd do it.
Yes. So, 7.
He seems to be telling you the truth.
As soon as I see Orryn exit the barn and he's not chasing the alchemist, I'm gonna strut on over there.
Does the red hand mean anything to you?
Give me another insight check.
A total of 20.
You see his eyes twitch and kind of a guilt look go over his face. And he says, "Yeah, I've heard of the name."
Okay, look. That's fine. I have distant family and odd organizations myself, so let's just say however you get paid is none of my concern. As long as you're not beating me to a pulp, I say have fun. In fact, hopefully, your organization and mine, can have a nice little chat and make sure that we don't want to get in your way.
He said he kind of acts like he's coughing, putting his hand up over towards his mouth, and he says, "Bullshit," as Jin comes walking up the driveway area. And then he kind of steps back towards the back of the wagon. He says, "Is this some type of ambush?"
I look back, son of a bitch. Oh, geez, how do I not sound like a narc when I say, believe it or not, he's cool. We don't have to discuss specifics around him. I'm just gonna say wink. But everything is gonna be okay.
Now, if you're telling the truth, diplomacy. Otherwise, give me a bluff.
31.
That's a pretty strong bluff.
Yeah. Okay.
Who says it was blood?
The bonuses, they are the same. Okay, now just covering. He's not a narc. He's cool. I don't particularly care what he does with the Xantillos. Oh, did I say nothing bad was going to happen to him?
You did.
Yeah.
Well, shit.
You lied.
He has something I want, and I would rather trade for it, but I fear that something might get violent. So,
All right, as I approach, I'm going to try to fold back the claw on this new fancy armor. And with one hand holding the claw back, I'm going to extend my hand out to shake his hand.
Well, no, the claw is your glove for the armor. The
Okay.
tips of the gloves are like claws.
Okay. Then I'll hold both my hands up by my head. Like, I would shake your hand, but they're a little pointy right now. I haven't learned how to use these things. Aren't you that, alchemist?
He's towards the back of the wagon at the moment, and he says, "Yeah, I'm the alchemist. How can I help you guys?"
Oh, well, I noticed your shop was closed the other day. We ran some punk kids out of there. They're trying to keep it nice and clean for you. Looking for some more health potions. The one you had, the last ones you had were great. Just want to get some more of those and, go back off to adventuring.
He says, "I'm not on my way back to the shop, but I do have to pass by it on my way out of town. If you'd like to follow me, we can step there for a minute, and I can get you your health potions if we have any left.
Oh, excellent. Can I go ahead and prepay for those right now?
Honestly, I haven't been back to the shop in a bit, so I don't know if there is any in the inventory or not. So go ahead and follow me. We'll get over to the shop real quick, and then I'll see if I have any left.
Oh, good deal. Good deal. I'm going to turn right around and start walking away.
He hops in his wagon and he starts heading off back towards the shop.
I'm gonna take a wild stab that the feeling is pointing directly at him.
Yep.
You're really gonna make me kill this fucker. The bird leans in close to our feathered paladin and gently coos. Halfling have shiny. Halfling should not have shiny. Get shiny.
So you guys gonna follow back to the shop then?
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys get back to the shop and he goes inside. Jen, are you gonna follow him inside?
Yes, please.
Okay. He says all I got is a couple fourth level.
Fourth level is 40 gold, right?
Yeah. Well, no, for you it would be 80.
All right, because he doesn't like me. Got it. So, those prices are a bit high. You know what? I'll get some at the next town. Oh, I'm going to pull out one of my good berries. Have you got any of these things? These are great. Or do you know anybody who would grow them for me?
No.
All right. Well, crap. Hey, what else you got in the shop? And I'm going to start looking around in the shop, hoping that somebody else is going to come in.
He says I don't have too much of an inventory left. We're kind of selling out. We're switching jobs. We've taken over a winery.
Oh,
and
neat.
We're switching and actually moving all of our thoughts and our energy into that.
Oh, so you're saying this building is going to go up for sale soon?
Well, we still have the building. We're going to transfer it into our tasting for the winery.
Oh, snazzy. Yeah, that's a brilliant business move right there. Seeing as nobody else has come into the building to help distract the guy, hopefully they did something fun and cool outside.
Okay.
To I guess everyone outside, gonna say, okay, he has a thing. I like it very much. If he happens to, run away, we, always say he went crazy. And then I'm gonna walk in.
I'm gonna follow Orryn.
Okay.
Russell's just gonna say, there is no plan.
I'm gonna follow behind Violet.
Okay.
Oh, great, other shoppers. Ah, good. Felt kind of weird being in the store by myself.
So, anything else that you're looking for, or?
Well, you happen to have any magic things? I like magic stuff. I just got this new armor. It's all pretty and stuff.
Yeah, a sword with human legs.
Those are not as useful as you might think. They just kick you all the time. Unless it's a kink thing, in which case, well, to each their own.
He says, like I said, I'm sorry, we're switching employment at the moment, and I don't have much left over from the store. As he goes and steps behind the desk.
I'm gonna follow him and say, well, do you have anything personal you want to get rid of?
Not really. I don't have anything at the moment that personally myself that I can see myself getting rid of.
Ah, well, what a shame. Because I felt the calling of you look like the kind of man who might have, I don't know, an artifact that constantly tugs at their will. At the very touch, it drains their willpower till eventually leaves them into just a rift of magic and eternal pain. Hypothetically.
I always thought that was just heartburn. That's an artifact?
Young man, you have something very dangerous.
He says, I've felt the pull myself, and I've recognized that you have a similar item.
So, what magic plane does yours pull your power from? Well, if he feels the same, I can't really bluff him into saying, what am I going to say? No, I don't.
He's hesitant at the moment, and as he sticks his hand into his pocket, He says, I'm pretty sure you know since yours can do cold.
Blessed are the knowledgeable, I guess. As the bird starts tweaking and just screams, "Stab him in the eye!" Please ignore the bird. Please ignore the bird.
Russell, that's not very nice.
Shit on the shirt.
Russell, behave yourself.
He says, are you here to try and rob me in front of your authority friends?
Truth be told, I'm trying to bribe you. Well, seriously, ignore the bird. It had a near-death experience, and unfortunately, it was so near he actually died. It's been a thing. Now he talks. It's been a thing. He gets this way every time he eats toast with butter.
Was it real butter?
I don't know. He ate it. Honestly, I was sort of hoping to buy the gem from.
It's not something that I would like to easily let go. It's become quite helpful. But on the other hand, if you'd like to, say, sell yours, I'd be more than happy to try and purchase it.
Okay, I'll bite. What's your opening offer?
He takes out a piece of paper from the desk and writes a number on it, folds it up, and then passes it over to you.
Russell, if you would. Russell will step down, take a quick peek, like close it, and push it back to the halfling. Got it. And then flutter back. All right, interesting. I didn't know you were that interested in casting Frostbite, Ray of Frost.
You and me both know that has more capabilities than just candy.
Well, considering that we just had to close a portal to a cold elemental plane, we have seen firsthand what a direct source of magic can do in this day and age. Well, I will take that offer up to my superiors because, let's be perfectly honest, there's no way they aren't watching me, and you know cults and what they do, blood in and all that.
So true. So true.
You know what? One day we'll drink, we'll laugh, and but I'd rather know I'm not gonna get flayed alive if I take that offer. But is there some place I could send a message if I do take it up?
Here, if we're not in town, the bartender knows how to get a hold of us.
That sounds delightful, and hopefully we don't get ambushed on the way out. And believe it or not, that wasn't a threat. We've been attacked a lot lately. From one trader to another, trader with a D, not a T. I'm still getting used to this tongue, quite literally. Safe travels, and I'm gonna exit, keeping my hand on Russell's beak. Just don't you say a goddamn thing this time.
And he says, safe travels to you. And sure, we can one day hopefully sip one of our wines and laugh about this.
And when Orryn's outside, he's just gonna make sure there isn't a window, write a little note, and then wait for anyone else.
Violet walks up behind and just looks at Orryn and looks at Russell and whispers in Orryn's ear, I thought the bird was saying the plan.
I'll walk up behind both of them and like, hey, that was really slick the way you got the rock from it. Didn't even see it happen. That was amazing. Wow, you got to teach me that one.
I stand behind the. Lean behind the wall, inside the building, wondering what's going on.
I would never, ever do. I didn't.
Oh, well, that magic trick isn't nearly as good then.
Did you say something, Orryn? Because I sound like you were starting to, and then you cut off.
No, I'm trying to type this. So, assuming the gnome doesn't, every time someone exits the what's the word I'm looking for, building, and the halfling isn't in tow, they're gonna see the note which says this in RP.
Oh, how prophetic or something. I don't know. Time travel.
So, while this young man or old man goes about his business, shall we find what the dwarves are doing?
Oh yeah, get our money from Dern before we find something important to do.
That sounds dynamite.
So as you guys go back towards the inn, he gets back in his wagon and starts heading east.
Cielo, make a note. We should, still need to tell the lieutenant next time we, get back to the city.
So when he is at least, I don't know, a couple 100 feet away, I'm gonna ask the group. So, is anyone interested in fulfilling that prophecy?
Was that note written by you or written by him?
I don't know what's my prophecy.
Should I make a roll to for what I'm about to say?
Diplomacy if you're telling the truth. Bluffing if you're bluffing.
I wrote down what Russell saw on the note.
So you can tell everybody that number?
No, for the note says, he's gonna have a lethal accident later today. That is what I am saying. Russell saw on the note.
Oh, well, Russell's pretty violent. He might just be making that up.
Or that might be less of a prophecy and more of a threat he's making.
Oh, that's right. Russell is pretty aggressive sometimes. It could just be a threat. We're with you. Whatever you're gonna do, Orryn. I don't even know how to get home by myself right now.
I don't even have a home.
Okay, yes, a threat. I was trying to make this, coy because I'm feeling particularly pompous today, I guess. What's the word I'm looking for? Shall we preemptively stop him before he tries to make that happen?
Probably be wise.
I mean, if he's not ready for it, that's the best time to do the thing. Although, well, yeah, whatever. Let's go.
We're all behind you, Orryn.
So where are you going?
We're making Orryn the confusing decide where we're going.
I'm gonna send Russell in the air to keep an eye on the wagon, and I'll say, how about we tell the dwarves we're gonna take a bit of a trip, and we'll meet them back in Crystal Port.
Works great.
Any objections?
None from you.
Oh, hey man, it's cool with me.
Yeah, Crimzon, you ever been to Crystalport? Really nice. It's where Cielo and I live.
So are you guys going to start heading after him then?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Also, yes. Very yes.
Okay.
And let's say, hold on, I just want a little bit of girl talk with Violet real quick. And I'm gonna get about 20 feet of distance separate between I and the party.
What's up, Orryn?
Everything is fine. We're gonna stop the bad man. Are we in agreement?
Yes. Russell would hate it if you were to disappear.
This is why he likes you better than me right now. And then I will hurry along with the group, with feeling the annoyance from Russell through the familiar bond. And then a feeling of relief. So, should we meet him at night or just... How far... We have no idea how far he's going, do we?
Well, yeah, we forgot to ask him. Or we didn't really have a chance. Might be better if we kind of take care of it sooner than later. Whatever it is we're taking care of.
I still feel the pull, don't I?
No, not anymore.
Oh, thank goodness.
As he moved away from you, you noticed that the pole stopped.
Orryn is thinking, oh, okay. I'm gonna take a hold of... Hey, Jin, can I hold on to your shoulder for a little bit?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you getting tired of walking?
No, I just need to do something with Russell, and it messes with my sight and balance.
Oh, you want a piggyback ride?
Just a hand on your shoulder is fine. I appreciate it, though.
Alrighty. I'll walk slow.
Just grab a hold and check to see if our good friend is... our nefarious friend he's sticking to the roads.
Yeah, there's one road that heads east, and he is staying on that road heading east.
Alrighty then. Okay. Well, shall we come up upon him at night as I move away from Jin and say thank you?
Well, what's the overall plan? To just expedite the inevitable for this young man?
I think that would be safest. Ideally, we do it while he's sleeping, so we don't. We'd rather him just. How do I say this without being evil? F it, let's be evil. Let's not have him die afraid.
Okay, what's plan B? Just make sure you got the fancy rock, or plan B, make sure everyone survives. How important is this thing you're going after?
List of priorities is everyone in the party survives. The halfling dies, then I get the rock.
Oh, so this is more of a vengeance thing. Okay.
No, and from most important, everyone survives. He dies, I get the rock. Me getting the rock is the least important. I don't want to hurt anyone in the party.
Okay.
Well, combat's going to be combat, but I want him to die so he doesn't say anything, and then we get people after him.
And one logistical question about that: if you could feel this rock shaking at your boob pocket, wherever he stores this rock, won't he be able to feel it jiggle too? And wouldn't that potentially wake him up?
Yeah, that I was sort of worried about that. So we have a couple of options regarding that. Hope he's a heavy sleeper. The answer is probably no.
It never works when you need it.
No. I stay behind, but if I'm gonna ask everyone to do this, I feel like I should be involved. Not like I'm trying to set y'all up for failure. Or, Russell takes a flight with, a fancy pebble.
Why don't we go super, super fast and get it done real quick? Yeah, okay. That all seems to work.
I would prefer it if we didn't have to kill any people.
Let's just say this man has sent people after us for.
Well, yeah, you could tell by that red sash that he wears, he's not entirely innocent.
Very well.
I will still have to abstain until he opens fire on us either way.
That's good, Cielo. Yeah, someone here's got to stay pure.
I think the best plan is Russell taking a flight with the fancy pebble for now, and let's hope he doesn't get hurt.
Well, the best laid plan.
Violet, why on this green magic forsaken earth would you ever say it like that?
Bad stuff just seems to happen around us.
Maybe he just eats the pebble and turns into a giant. Actually, can he just eat the thing and turn into a snowball?
Yes.
Or is it going to be like Cielo and it's going to shock the living butt out of him?
It's not going to kill Russell. We can't kill Russell again. Well, we didn't kill him the first time. He got ate, but still.
Oh, you guys are forgetting. This guy over here's got a dog that could wear it like on a collar or something. Have him run in circles. Really confuse the guy.
But we'd rather him not know we are after. We want this to be a surprise attack, so we don't want him to feel the pull.
All right. I just bury it under a rock, and then all of us go over there and then come back to the rock and unbury it.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to put it in a sack, tell Russell to hide it in a tree outside where I think it's going to feel the pull. And that way, if something does happen, Russell can tell me. And then he can just, instead of sitting there waiting for death, he can, run away with the stone. Russell with the stone.
Well, that's a good plan. I'm glad you're the one having to think about this stuff and not me.
Better run away. He's expensive as hell to bring back. He wasn't this expensive when I was younger, but yeah, inflation's a bitch. Alright. So everyone okay with this plan?
It seems solid enough.
Alright. So I guess the second question is, besides me, who doesn't see well in the dark?
I do not have the best vision.
I love my contacts at home.
Okay, mechanically, does anyone not have dark vision?
No,
Yeah, no,
I do not. No, I do not.
What is Crimzon? Human?
Yeah, I'm human. I'm just a wretched human.
Oh, yeah. Totally do. Totally good. Set.
Okay, so our most dexterous group members are going to have a hard time sneaking. Alright. And then, so will I. Alright, perfect. Everything will be fine. Violet, I think you're the only one I think you are our scout.
I think I'm pretty good at sneaking, too.
Now that I no longer have my plate and have this fancy black leaf armor, I am very decent at sneaking, though I do not believe I will be much help when it comes to subduing someone who is unaware of our presence.
Alright, we will wait till, I guess, a couple hours after dark and then make our approach with Russell in a tree outside the pole zone.
Okay.
Violet, I will ask you to take the lead as our quietest and smallest member who can see well. Please pick a good path for us. So, how does it feel under that bus, Violet?
Uh, follow me.
Can I assist her with perception in this night? Is what it's called.
You got dark vision. You can,
I will assist her in leading us through this.
yeah.
That means you get advantage, Charlotte. Or Violet, whatever your name is.
It is now Charlotte. Violet Charlotte.
So you guys are on the move, and you come up to a bridge in the distance. As you get closer and closer to the bridge, you notice that it does have torches on the outside of it. And 50 feet in front of it, it has a sign that says, "Danger to who may want to cross. There is a toll, or there is your life."
Spooky.
So what are the odds that there's, just a dead halfling somewhere?
Full thinking.
Well, I'm sure there's millions of halflings out there, so there's probably quite a few dead ones out there. Did you mean the one you were looking for?
Yes, that one in particular.
Oh, I'm going to say not very good chances.
All right, so let's if there's no way around the bridge, and is his wagon on this side of the bridge?
No, the wagon is still nowhere to be seen. You figure he's crossed this bridge or he's gone another way, but you just see the bridge and the road in front of you.
Okay, let's approach the bridge.
As you approach the bridge, it's in handouts.
Well, that looks friendly.
No, human.
I don't know if you want to enter that. It says no human.
Well, this just got a whole lot worse.
Could we put a disguise on our one Huban friend?
Do we see anyone, guarding the bridge, on the bridge?
Give me a perception check.
Which one, me?
Whoever is deciding to look around to see if you guys are being watched.
14 Jin, 14 Orryn, 15 Violet.
You do not see anything.
It's just a bridge. We should be fine. Oh, look, they have skulls to decorate it. That's cute.
I still feel uninvited here.
Would you like this lovely cloak? You can pull a cowl on, so hopefully to hide your huminess.
I suppose if you have one and you think it will help.
You do notice that those white dots at the edge of the handles for the bridge on the sides are human skulls or humanoid skulls.
Give me the cloak.
Here's his cloak. This is why I carry extras.
If we take a couple of these skulls and tie them to the side of Crimzon's head, it'll look like he's not quite human. Maybe they'll let him through.
Oh, ha, ha.
Like some kind of undead thing.
Look, Crimzon is just Tundra seeing eye human.
And there is an arrow that lands in the wood right in front of you guys about 6 feet. It looks like it was shot straight down from the sky.
Oh, that's cool. Where'd the arrow come from? Wow.
Looking at the arrow, you notice that there is a small piece of parchment wrapped around it.
I will reach for it and try to read it.
Roughly saying in common, it says, "You are under watch. If you wish to pass, 10 gold pieces per person."
All right. Okay. There's Violet, myself, Jin, Cielo, Tundra, and his seeing eye human. Let's count them at both as one, just in case. So that's 6 people. Do I need to spot anyone? Does anyone need spotted?
I'm fine.
We all got that big boon of gold last from that treasure chest. We all should be able to cover our own.
Yeah, I got $166. I mean gold.
I'm still confused as what the scholars are.
Force of habit.
He's from the. He looks like from the northern areas. They have might have different currency.
Oh, yes. Actually.
I will spot Tundra's tool.
Well, thank you.
And then you notice off to the right, there is a rubbleish kind of put together box, and you can't tell if it's blood or red paint. It says "toe box" with an arrow pointing up.
Say toe box?
Toll, but yeah,
Oh.
it's close. I'm amazed they could spell it. That's quite impressive with the way they wrote in this bridge. I'm gonna put my 10 gold into this toll box. and I'm going to try to examine the blood while I'm there.
I'm going to follow Jen's lead.
Give me a medicine check.
That's a total of 35.
Oh, shit.
You can tell it's definitely blood, but you can't really tell if it's human blood, animal blood, but it's definitely written in blood.
Well, whoever it is, they're at least partly serious. That's definitely not paint, guys. That's real blood. Uh-oh. All right, at least we paid. Should be good to go.
Yeah, Orryn will put his in Tundra's toll in the box.
Okay. And you guys cross the bridge, and moving a little bit longer, this is the next site you see.
Oh, wow.
It appears to be a camp.
And Orryn, do you still have the gem on you, or is Russell have it at the moment?
No. When Russell saw him stopping for the night, he would have come back, and then I told him to go to a safe spot with the gem.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a wild guess that Russell told me, "Hey yo, this," because now he does this voice. Keep track.
It's a pretty good voice.
He's in this weird house that's shaped like a stop sign, and surrounded by a ring of pee or water, one of the two. Because Russell isn't going to be helpful, but he's going to be a little. All right, so gonna take a wild stab at this people. Is there a gate on this fort?
There looks like there was at one point, but it is missing. The hinges for it are missing.
Are there fires inside, like a campfire, or this place just got burned to the ground?
No, the walls are fully up and extended. The fort itself looks like it is fully covered. You don't see light from the outside to whatever's on the inside, but you're figuring these walls are probably about 30 feet tall. But there is slight smoke coming up from either fires that have burned out, campfires that have burned out, or campfires that are really low and are smothering.
All right, my night vision friends, can you see any people on the walls?
Well, hold on. Give me a second to look. I'm going to stealth up as close as I can so that I can see better up these walls. That's a 12 to stealth up as close as I can to the wall.
So you get close to the wall, and you can't tell if there is anybody on the other side or not. You do see spot for arrow holes for crossbowmen or archers, but you can't tell if there is actually anyone working those positions.
Well, I wasn't shot in the eyeball, so I'm going to assume not. All right.
Well, should we adventure in?
We've come this far.
All right. Shall we just walk in, or shall we try to be sneaky?
Oh, if we're just after the one guy in the fancy rock, I say we go sneaky, because we don't know how many people could be in there. It's a pretty big space.
All right. I guess we are stealthing our way into the fort.
Okay. Give me stealth rolls.
Hey, Violet, twinsies.
The armor gave how much of a bonus to stealth again? Or was it just advantage?
It was advantage.
Alright, cool.
Lucky number 21.
I think Orryn should have waited outside.
Is it too late to cast invisibility on myself?
Cielo with...
No.
I will use 4 riblets to cast invisibility on myself.
Okay.
So for the invisibility, that'd be 26.
So what did everybody get?
I got 21.
Orryn, 26 with invisibility.
Violet and Jen got 26.
Without using riblets.
And Cielo?
18 plus 6 is a 24.
Okay. So you guys stealthed up to the bridge, and you're walking across the bridge. You're noticing that there is human, half-orc, halflings bodies, statues that are broken up and shattered amongst pieces on the bridge. As you cross the bridge and you get to the fort yourself, looking in, you see to the left is a low burning fire, and in the back to the right is a medium fire. and the two fireplaces. And you do see the wagon off to the right of the alchemist, along with the other wagon from the people that were dropping off the kegs and picking up new kegs.
I'll whisper under my breath to Cielo. Do those statues look like the ones on the farm? Do you think that they've got one of those snake things? Chicken snake things?
I would hope not. This does not seem like it'd be a safe space to stow one of those, to care for one.
Yeah, we should... Oh, you think they just brought in the skeletal statue-y pieces just to scare people away?
I would hope so, Jin, but it seems not to be the, I sincerely doubt it.
Let's keep a good lookout.
And then with that, you hear a chilling, familiar rooster echo
Ugh.
coming from the backside of the complex.
It seems your suspicions were correct, Jin.
Oh, it's like foreshadowing.
And then another one, and then another one.
Uh-oh.
Do we see a halfling statue? Can we see the alchemist?
No.
I'm going to maneuver my way over to Crimzon. I'm going to put my arm over his shoulder, and I'm going to do the finger up to my lips to keep quiet. And I'm going to inform him, like, hey, man, these chicken dragon things, they're pretty mean. Don't look at them. And don't let your little dog look at them, too. You'll end up like those statues out there on the bridge.
Okay. Your warnings are well noted.
I'm going to take the risk and call Russell.
Okay.
And hopefully he's in time to get the stone before death falls upon us.
And with that, you hear, okay, looking at the map, there's the bridge that goes across.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to say that you guys are the fourth set of blocks up right there by the crates.
Those first crates coming in.
Right there by the crates to the left, and then there's the tent to the left of that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to say you're right. You're just right of those crates right there. Straight back behind in the back of the compound where those three tents are, all of a sudden you hear movement coming from back there, coughing. Sounds like somebody tripped over something and is moving around.
Were those screeches from the outside of the walls?
Those echoed from the inside, the back of the compound to the left side.
Place is making me nervous.
And with that, let's take our hour break. So you sneak back in and you're standing there. What do you guys want to do right now?
Fearful of my own life as a human being, I am just going to do nothing. And I'm staying behind Violet.
A wise decision.
I trust her.
How does Tundra feel about cats?
He's fine. He pretty much gets along with anything. I taught him well.
I'm going to ready my crossbow and start looking left. I'm going to make nonsensical hand gestures and point to the right.
I think he wants us to look that way.
Orryn will invisibly stalk to the right, not quite remembering that Orryn is invisible and no one can see.
Okay. So who's going left and who's going right besides Orryn?
Jin's going left.
Cielo, not seeing Orryn going right, we'll go ahead and believe he's leading the way, right?
Okay. So, Jen, to your left, you have those two tents right there that you are starting to pass around. You hear movement inside of the tents, but it's not. It sounds like who or whatever it is sleeping. You're coming around the building, and you're getting close to those crates and a fire barrel that is far off to your right, your left. And you notice that the crates and barrels there, and then ahead of you, it looks like a large carnival tent or fair tent is up with boards around the bottom part of it to re-secure it and make sure that nothing breaks loose. And I'm going to stop you at the back of the building right there by the crates and boxes. And then for the party that is going right, you are coming around the right side of the building. You have crates right there to your right, fire barrel to your far right, and then you are coming up to a log with some crates right there next to it, and then a stack of kegs on the far right, and then you have 3 tents. And in the middle tent, between the middle tent and the tent to the left, is something in the back of the tents with the light right there from the fire pits where the fire is not really roaring, but there's a fire there. It's hard to tell in the shadows in the distance, but it looks like there's one figure moving around.
I wonder if I should go back and warn the rest of the party.
How large does...
Oh, shit! Orryn, I'm sorry, I didn't know you were right here.
Why didn't... Right, invisible. Sorry.
Excuse my language, I was startled.
It's okay. I won't tell Russell.
And with that, Cielo, let me get another stealth check from you with disadvantage.
Aw. So the balances out to regular, right?
You have advantage?
Mm-hmm. For my armor.
Yeah.
Oop.
Ouch.
7 for a natural 1.
Okay.
My joke. It is backfired.
You can't see it, but my jaw is just dropped.
So you see that figure that was in the back come rushing forward. It is a half orc with his pants at his ankles and his boxers holding a crossbow looking around.
Oh, excuse me, my friend. I was just looking for a place to lay my head. I've grown a bit weary. I did not mean to alarm you in any way.
He turns sideways, levels the crossbow, pointing it at you, and says, "Halt! Do not move."
You don't need to ask twice. I am right here. You can see I have my sword at my hip, but I carry no other... Oh, that's a lie. I have my crossbow on my back and a dagger in my foot, my boot. Sorry about that. But I can't reach any of them at the moment because I am holding my hands up.
Hey, in the tent, get out here. We got company. How in the fuck these idiots let this one get through the gate?
I'm unsure of whether they may have been taking a break to relieve themselves or such, but there was no one at said gate to stop me. I would have asked my permission to come in had there been.
And you see a full orc male step out of the tent and another half orc. And they're like, "What the heck? How did you get in here?"
I just kind of walked in.
And they look over at the guy with the crossbow and he's, "Give me that. Get yourself decent." And the guy pulls up his pants and boxers.
You must admire his commitment to your group to keep you protected even at a disadvantage at himself.
And with that, you hear the rooster crow off to your left, and you also see the tent.
You would not happen to be holding a cockatrice here, would you?
One of them says, "What's it to you?"
I just happen to know they are quite the dangerous pets. I was unsure if you knew quite what you had your hands on. I know one wrong move and it could be the end of your entire little group here.
He says, one of them speaks up, kind of proud of himself, and he says, "Yeah, I raise them."
Oh, quite the profession there. I'm impressed that you have yet to be turned to stone. I've had the unfortunate encounter with some of their aftermath.
He says that with their urine and some juice from some mushrooms, it makes quite a good wine.
I will have to take your word on that. I do not see your group offering me much cockatrice wine very soon here. I truly do mean your group no harm. I came to find a place to rest my head and only rest my head. I can be out of your hair in no time.
One of them, the guy holding the crossbow at you, says, "Is it just you, or do you got companions?"
I am the only one in this space.
I unfortunately think this is a good time for my this would be the most awkward time for my invisibility to run out. I will appear 3 feet to his left, just head in my hand and just saying, "What is he?" and then awkwardly wave. I'm his friend.
Oh
Awkwardly.
shit! I didn't know you were there.
Look, I get nervous. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and just me and my friend here.
Give me a bluff check.
Oof.
Uh,
I'm gonna use 2 riblets on that one. Oof.
Yes, we are the only 2 here. Cielo, would you like to now immediately contradict?
Yeah, we are the only. He puts his fingers up in air quotes. 2 here in this spot at this time.
I mean, here in the complex. How many more are you?
Um.
We
I
don't.
I can't count good. It's actually kind of true because Cielo's intelligence is a negative mark.
Sorry, we get flustered a little easily. We have not seen any companions of ours in a little bit.
Okay, how many more are in your party?
Including the animals or not including the animals?
As one looks over to the other one, and he takes a stone, hitting the head of the arrow and his hand crossbow, and it lights up, and then he holds his hand up and shoots it up in the air. It goes up about 100 feet, and then you hear a loud pop as a whistle starts slowly floating down with this bright flare light.
Ooh, flare arrows. That's fancy.
And then I'm going to hop back to Violet and Crimzon as you guys are standing there for a minute, and then all of a sudden you hear and see the arrow go up in the air, pop, and hear the whistling coming down. You have movement off to your left with those tents, and movement behind you on each side of the doorway to the fort. What do you two want to do?
Violet, it was a pleasure serving with you.
I'm going towards the tents.
Okay.
Knowing I'm probably going to die, I'll follow too, with my bow drawn.
And I'm gonna use wild shape and turn into a panther.
Okay. So as you go towards the tents and you get close, you notice that there's movements rushing in the tents, trying to get around, trying to get up, and rushing out of the tents, you see what looks like a human, and with the reflection from the fire that's burning down there, he sees Violet. Oh shit! No! Not that way! Nope. I'm going the other way. Go! There's a panther outside. And Violet, you hear him and the other tent to your right now. They rush out of the back of the tent, and underneath the catwalk, you hear them moving around in the back. Looks like they're trying to get away from you. And now to Jen.
Oh, geez, what was that pop?
You see off to your right, the arrow gets shot up in the air, the pop, and the flare light starting to shine as the whistle starts coming down. And then behind you, you hear the commotion from the tents. And in front of you, you hear the cockatrices. And with the light, you can actually tell that looks like a large tent full of cockatrices. You're figuring there's a good amount in there.
Would I, from the angle I'm at, be able to see if most of them are caged and locked up like a breeder would do, or if they are free-range cockatrices?
No, those are locked up like a breeder with hoods.
All right. I am going to clench my buttocks in fear and see, hopefully, maybe this armor of mine will transform me into something different and better. If it does, I'd like to hop in there as another small animal that just looks slightly out of place.
You can turn into basically it's a cross between an armadillo, and a large anteater. It polymorphs you into that once a day.
I'll hop the little cockatrice tall fence, and I will polymorph into that creature, and I'll hide in there for a while, making sure not to look at any of them in case some of them are loose.
They have hoods on, so you can't you can't see their faces.
All right, I'll still hop the fence and be in there as a.
Okay, give me strength roll or acrobatics.
That's a 17.
Okay. So you jumping in scares them a little bit. They kind of call out again and maneuver around, which gets kind of a little bit of attention from the 3 tents to the northeast, and you're in there with them. So back to Cielo and Orryn. They are coming over to get you and question you.
Orryn is going to back up. It's like, okay, now there's no need for this to get hairy. We didn't know this was a place we shouldn't have been. Everything can go out fine.
I implore you to listen to my friend here. There's no need for this to go any further than it has.
We're just going to escort you guys out and make sure there's no trouble.
Alrighty then. Then let Cielo let us go and leave, and I'll leave these fine individuals alone.
Yeah, this is probably a good idea.
Alright. I will back up, keeping my eye on them, because I do not trust these. I've yet to see really, as far as I know, I've yet to see a full orc, not in a life or death situation. Especially one's ballsy enough to raise cockatrices for shits and giggles.
Yeah, it's quite the, I'd rather not be turned to stone.
Yeah, or just slowly backing up like, yep, we're just gonna get out of here. We are getting out of here. Everything's fine.
And with that, Russell lands on your shoulder, dropping the stone in your pocket, which instantly pulls towards the hut in the center.
Son of a bitch. So, shot in the dark, is anyone here wearing red?
The half-orc has a red sash on. The human has a red sash on.
Of course. And now we hear a panther coming behind us.
Quick, attack Russell.
And then there, as you guys are heading towards the front, there is 6 humanoids running back in your guys' direction. 2 of them are half orcs, and 2 of them are human, and then one of them is actually an orc. They're all carrying short swords and shields. And one of them speaks up and says, "Is there more panthers? One of the panthers, a panther just ran into one of the tents up front. Are there more back here?" The other ones look up and they say, "No, there's no panthers. We just got these trespassers." And one of them pushes Cielo and says, "Is that panther with you?"
I can with confidence say I know no panthers.
He says, "Well, you guys watch these 2. You guys go up and try and catch that panther. That'll be a good quilt skin." So with that, I'm going to jump to Violet and Crimzon.
Panther Violet, we'll call her Pilot, is going to look towards Crimzon, knowing he's looking at her like, what the hell? And like move her head in the way towards Jinhead went up further and continue up that way.
And then I follow you.
So are you going to go underneath the catwalk and then circle around that way? Or because you poked your head in that tent right there. So
Yeah, we'll travel under the catwalk that way.
okay. You go around underneath the catwalk, and as you're coming around towards where the ramp comes down for the top part of the catwalk, you notice that underneath the ramp is a half orc sleeping with his sleeping bag curled up with, looks like in a pile of crates and kegs. And then you got the fire pit there if you want to keep on going around.
Yeah, we're going to continue around.
Yeah.
Okay. So you keep on maneuvering around and you get to the other side. There, underneath this catwalk is nothing but crates and kegs. And then you come up to the tent with cockatrices. And they can't see you, but they can kind of smell your presence. And knowing that you're a predator, they're starting to maneuver around and call off and sound out like they're scared and try to scare you away. And Jen, you feel this on the inside. You feel the tension from them building
Oh
up,
god. Oh god.
and they're moving around, and you're getting kicked a little bit here and there and scratched, but it's not doing nothing to your armor. You just know that they're starting to get startled. And back to Jin.
All right.
With all this tension building up and starting to maneuver around you.
The anteater armadillo is obviously not a carnivorous creature, is it?
No. Carnivorous as in like meat eater?
Yeah.
No, you're more of a plant eater or like small like ants and something like that stuff. You're not a predator.
It's got them digging claws that could do some damage if it was cornered.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. If there's a cockatrice that I think I could kill in this form, since it's blindfolded and can't see me coming, I'm gonna one by one, with a tear rolling out of my eye, but I'm gonna start killing them one by one as slowly and quietly as possible.
Okay.
That's pretty dark.
Well, they're not good creatures, and nobody should keep them as pets, and I'm doing them a favor by killing them.
They're just birds.
Well, dragon birds that turn people to stone.
Oh, they're Oh, I thought you were talking about the cockatrice.
Oh yeah, I am.
Oh, this must be a different cockatrice than nothing else.
Oh, that's a cockatoo, I think. But yeah, I'll hug one around the neck and then use my claws to shred it, and then find the next one and do it again and again until I am too blind with tears to do any more.
Okay. How tight quarters this is in the dimension of this tent, you're figuring there's probably about 60 of them in here.
As many as I can until, either the polymorph wears off or until I get caught.
Okay. So give me an attack roll.
All right. That's a 16.
That hits. Blindfolded, it's a natural crit. So do me 2d6.
That's a total of 7.
So you cut one, it calls out.
Do the others start rushing to protect it?
No, they're not rushing to protect it. They're trying to fear for their life and get back, which is causing more ruckus.
This might not be the best plan.
And then with that, we're going to hop over to Cielo and Orryn.
Okay, so there's the orc, 2 half orcs, and human from the tents. Then the 5 guys coming from behind us.
Well, most of the ones that were from behind you guys and that went back, left you guys and went back up towards the tents in the front, the 2 single tents. So they left you there with the orc itself and a half orc.
Don't know what. That's a heck of a racket coming from the tents. Everything okay? I didn't realize that stumbling into a place would rile them up. My apologies.
Yes, I hope one of your cockatrices does not get loose. That would be a very, very detrimental situation.
Well, we had a couple get loose a month or so ago. Actually, we don't know. We think there's like maybe 2 or 3 of them that got loose. We don't actually know what happened to them.
Well, I'm sure they're in not a better place, because who would want to leave here? Nice walls, friendly people. Though apparently a panther problem.
That's the problem with not having a front gate yet. We have uninvited visitors hop in at some of the most unopportunist time as you guys are pushed forward a little bit more towards the front door.
Alright,
Are you sure you should not assist your friends in rallying the cockatrices back to their tent, perhaps we could be of some assistance in the endeavor. Maybe earn a place to rest our heads for the night?
My guys can take care of that. And there's plenty of spots outside of our compound that you can easily rest your heads.
Yeah, we saw the outside and the stone, so we're afraid of the cockatrice outside your walls. Don't get me wrong, as much as I like halfling statues, it's surprisingly intimidating.
Well, that sounds like a personal matter, not mine.
I mean, if you need help with personnel, I can. I know a guy back in Crystal Port. Granted, he's very boring to talk to, but really great at convincing people to sign up for stuff. Which is a weird combination, I know, but
No, we got all the personnel that we need. We got other recruits if we need them, and they're moving you guys towards the front door more and more. You're probably about 3 squares from the gate area.
so that center hut thing. Where's the door? Have we seen it?
The door is directly straight, pointing towards the gate, and from the side that you were on, there is no windows.
Well, I guess give my regards to your halfling commander.
Is he the only one that is currently escorting us? There's nobody else within ear or eye shot?
It's just the orc and the half orc that are right next to you. Yeah.
Shit. I can't just leave Jin in there, and the rest of the party too, but I can't just leave Jin in there. I give a look to Orryn as we're getting closer and closer to the gate, or to the front bridge.
Russell will just caw, feather superiority!
As Cielo turns around and pegs the it was a half orc, right? Half orc and the halfling?
It was half orc and orc.
Half orc and orc. Alright, Cielo's gonna smack the orc in the face with his shield.
And right there, we're going to cut for the night.
And a little part of Cielo's innocence dies.